morning, agents, and welcome to another daily episode of Targeted Loot Guide today for August 26th. Daily series that shows you the targeted loot map, gives you farming tips and tricks, and a lot more. I'm Agent Shadow, and if you enjoy my content, subscribe and like, and drop a comment below on what you're farming for today. Let's go ahead and get started with the Dark Zones first, then DC, then New York last. Now the Dark Zones don't have a whole lot today. You can get the Claws Out holster, which is a Wyvernware holster, in DZ East. That's the only real thing you can farm for today that's a DZ exclusive. You got Alp Summit at DZ South, and then Badger Tough at DZ East. Now, I guess you could farm for the 0Fs chest piece with Perfect Unbreakable in DZ East today, but honestly, I would do that in the Light Zone or wait. That's pretty much what I would do. Now, if you want to check out what the vendors have, in the DZ West, you got the Emperor's Guard. And then in DZ South, you got the Door Kicker's Knock. And then DZ East, you got the Hollow Man Mask. But I believe the Hollow Man Mask is rolled with Hazard Protection and has an armor roll on it. The Door Kicker's Knock has weapon damage and then Skill Haste, which is actually pretty good. And then in DZ West, you can get the Emperor's Guard, but it has skill damage rolled onto it and a skill tier. So it just depends on what you need it for, and that's what you can get in the DZ vendors this week. All right, guys, and real quick, I'm going to show you the invaded missions this week. We got Bank HQ, we got Federal Emergency Bunker, the Stronghold is Manning National Zoo, and then Potomac Event Center is also invaded this week. So those are the invaded missions this week. All right, highlights for the north side. We got MMRs at Camp White Oak, Petrov at Coney Island Ballpark, skill attachments at the amusement park, and Overlord at Manning National Zoo. And Kinley College is open for another 5 days. Overlord's good because you can get the Fox's pair of knee pads. Skill attachments are all right. I mean, usually you have something else better to farm for than a skill attachment, but that's up to you. Honestly, that might be what you need to get, but if you have, just a good enough skill attachment, that's always just good enough. Unless you have a totally min-maxed out build. Petrov at Coney Island Ballpark, you can get the Contractor's Gloves. And then MMRs at Camp White Oak. You can get the White Death, which is probably the best MMR in the game. You could get the Nemesis and the Mantis, but you had to get them already from the season track reward and then the Nemesis from the quest line. Other than that, nothing really else. All right, highlights for the west side. You got Badger Tough at West End. So this is where you would farm for the Perfect Unbreakable chest piece 0Fs. I wouldn't farm for it in DZ because the loot rolls aren't going to be as good. And then, of course, like the thumbnail says, Potomac Event Center, you got BTSU gloves, and you can get Contractor's Gloves here. It's Black Tusk, so it has the highest drop rate chance out of all gloves targeted loot missions. They drop easier from Black Tusk NPCs, not bosses, just regular NPCs and bosses. So I would definitely go here to get those BTSU gloves today. And remember, those BTSU gloves are really good. And I'm thinking about putting a build out with those BTSU gloves because I haven't yet for Title Update 10. So I'd stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to put one on here probably this week. Golan gear at Roosevelt Island for those 10% status effects. Hana U at DCD headquarters for the Force Multiplier backpack with perfect combined arms. Shotguns at West Potomac Park for the Sweet Dreams exotic shotgun. You got Sokolov Concern at Tidal Basin. Now I would farm that if you saw like that crit damage build Kamikaze Von Doom did yesterday. It's a good build and I have one of them too, but Sokolov is difficult to farm for. You have to farm Sokolov Concern targeted loot because if you're going to get like a backpack Sokolov Concern or, like a chest piece, they're really hard to farm for. You got to farm for it quite a bit. Tidal Basin is a great place to farm for it. Big mission with multiple bosses in it. So this is a good day to farm for it. I'm personally going to be farming for a better backpack with Vigilance on it today for Sokolov Concern. And then holsters at DARPA and the Pentagon. So if you're looking for Imperial Dynasty holster or the Forge holster, which gives you that 50% extra shield health, definitely check that out today for sure. Knee pads at Potomac Event Center area, Foggy Bottom, Fox's pair of knee pads. Then you of course get Sawyer's knee pads, Ninja Bike Messenger knee pads. China Light's great for those explosive builds, and then Mask, Coyote's Mask, and Vile Mask if you're refarming the Vile Mask, and then of course Coyote's Mask, that's just something you can farm for, period. Alright guys, highlights for the east side. Now we do have submachine guns at Viewpoint Museum if you're looking for the Lady Death or you're refarming the Chatter Box. Araldo Holdings at Jefferson Trade Center, you can get that, and of course remember, put together a good headshot build like 3-piece aces. That's mine, 3-piece aces, 2 pieces Araldo Holding, 1 Walker Harris with perfect headhunter on it. Now, you can also get the Coyote's Mask here at Jefferson Trade Center because the boss Coyote at the end drops it. Assault rifles at East Mall. Here's another place I'm going to be farming for today at East Mall area. I just do these 4 control points from left to right and then from right to left after I reset them. You can get the burnout named assault rifle. You can get the mechanical animal named assault rifle with future perfection. You can get the chameleon. You can get top tier assault rifles like that Carbine 7, the FAMAS, the Police M4s, military AKMs. There's so many good assault rifles. It's easy and hard to farm for them. I don't know how to explain that. And then rifles at air and space. You can get a good classic M1A here for sure. You can't farm for the Harmony. Remember, that's a DZ exclusive. I've had a few people ask me that. That's only in the Dark Zone, unfortunately. And hopefully it comes out on the vendor soon with a good roll. Otherwise, you got to farm rifles for it. And then, of course, you can get the Diamondback and Merciless. And the best things you can put on a rifle, the best talents, is the In-Sync talent, of course. And then for damage, Rifleman, Ranger, Boomerang. Walker Harrison Co. for the perfect Headhunter chest piece. And then Hana-Yu again, but it's Space Admin if you're looking for that perfect combined arms backpack force multiplier. Let's check out New York City and then I'll let you guys go. Alright, agents, we got Douglas and Harding at the Tombs if you're looking for that punch drunk mask with 20% baked in headshot damage. Gear system mods at Stranded Tanker if you're looking for the Imperial Dynasty. And some gear set mods for sure. You want to try to get those maxed out 12% crit hit damage mods. And then gear sets at Pathway Park, everything but System Corruption, which is DZ exclusive. And then Future Initiative and Foundry Bulwark backpack and chest pieces. Grupo Sombro, that 1 piece for DPS builds, 2 pieces for explosive skill damage builds. And then, of course, Providence Defensive Financial District if you're looking for the Sacrifice with perfect glass cannon or any reason to upgrade your DPS build, which is probably going to have Providence Defense. It has to, pretty much. Light machine guns at Liberty Island if you want to farm the Bullet King or Pestilence exotics. Named also light machine guns would be the Good Times with perfect fast hands and New Reliable. All 4 of those are great to farm for. Unfortunately, it's at Liberty Island where the Keener bug probably still exists. Also, if you guys haven't seen it yet, that hardcore character that died a few days ago and Ubisoft refuses to fix it, there's all sorts of weird bugs at Liberty Island and I haven't been back here in a long time. And then, of course, pistols at Wall Street if you want to get like a good D50. You can farm for the Liberty, but I suggest just doing the quest line. And then you need a D50 at the end to craft it. So if you need help with that, comment in the comment section below and let me know and I'll help you out, guys. All right, agents. Well, that's going to be it for the Targeted Loot Guide today for August 26th. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and like if you enjoy the content, and I will see you guys in the next video.